Hey guys, I'm Pete the Duck, and I'm here with a forged tutorial for the moving hill mechanism that I used in my Speedrun map. Now, this is a really simple mechanism that has a lot of options with it. You can use it for a lot of different maps, and so I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful, and I hope it gives you some ideas for some things you can create on your own. This mechanism was inspired by a couple unique characteristics of the mantis. And I'd been looking for a way to use these characteristics for a while, and this is the map that I eventually came up with. Took me a while to get there, but what's really cool about the mantis is that it doesn't tilt. You can't knock it on its side or anything like that. It's always perfectly upright. So what you are able to do is add some dynamic elements to your maps by using that characteristic in a kind of a creative way. So this is my speedrun map, and if you've seen the gameplay footage, what you do is you run along the map and you try to keep pace with a hill that is moving through the course at the same time. And as you can imagine, I'm using a mantis, since I've been talking about that, to function as the hill. So if I go up here and take a look, you can see there's the hill shape that I've assigned to the mantis. And the hill shape is moving through the map, and the players have to keep pace with it. They can't get ahead of it. They can't fall behind it and get caught by that back wall. They have to stay inside the hill. So because the mantis doesn't tilt, I am able to keep the hill perfectly straight, upright, as the mantis bounces down this nice little slope of base shields. And towards the end here, I actually use one-way shields because I ran out of base shields. I got this nice long little slope here, and it's just the mantis bouncing all the way down. The mantis is assigned to be the hill in King of the Hill, and I'll show that to you once it stops moving here. At the end, I have a little structure here to catch the mantis because I've run out of base shields and one-way shields, and so I make it stop right there, and that is the end of the map. So one other thing I want to mention is I did use one gravity volume here because for some reason the mantis seems to drift to the left, and so I needed a gravity volume just to push it back in line. So I put that right here, and that just pushes the mantis back in the middle of the path, and it makes its way safely all the way to the bottom. And you can see down here it's a little bit on the right, just because of that drift. So, my mantis is assigned the King of the Hill object label, spawn sequence of 1, and I've given it a shape appropriate for my needs on this map, and that's pretty much it. This map was really simple to put together. To get this whole process started of the mantis rolling down this hill, what I did, let me demonstrate to you guys, is I went right up to the beginning where this slope starts. It's going to take me just a second to get up there. And almost there. To get this process started, what I did is I put down a block. So I'm going to use like a 2x4 here. And then, once that's there, I created a mantis. So let me grab myself a mantis, and I put it on the block. And this allowed me to configure it to the shape and the game type label that I needed and all those needs. And then what I did is I simply deleted the block. So I would delete the block, and then because the mantis had come to rest on top of that block, when I start the new round, the mantis is automatically going to spawn, fall, and bounce down the path, and that's how I got it to automatically start at the beginning of the game. Now, an interesting thing about the mantis, you can't tilt it, but also if you rotate it, the hill that's assigned to it does not rotate with it. This isn't true of other vehicles, like for instance, if I spawn a warthog and I give it a shape, let me just define it here so you can see it. If I rotate this warthog, the hill is actually going to rotate with it. But that's not true of the mantis. With the mantis, the hill does not rotate. It is always in the same orientation from when you first configure it. You can't determine which orientation it's going to be. It's just the way it is. But that's how I set up this map. What I've done for this map is the hill traits permit players to move. The base player traits do not. And I have a series of teleporters that spawn along the bottom of the map here at different time intervals. See, this one spawns at 25 seconds. And this one spawns at 33 seconds. I just timed the back wall of the map, of the hill, passing through the map. and I use that to determine my teleporter timing. Those teleporters teleport players to their death if they've fallen behind. And so that's the function of those teleporters. That's how everything functions together. If the players get outside the hill, they can't move, and they're eventually caught by a teleporter and killed. If they keep pace with the hill, they're able to make it to the end of the map and get on that one little platform at the very end that only one player can stand on. So it's a elimination style gameplay. Only one player can win at the end. So that is a quick tutorial for my moving hill mechanism. I hope you guys enjoy it. You could do this with a lot of different things. You could make a vehicle map like this, or you could come up with something completely different and creative. I hope to see some cool stuff from you guys. And that's it.